let's dive into the USALI format for the hospitality industry. There are two sections. Operating departments, these are the departments who are generating a revenue. So every department who's making the money is operating department. And we have always room division. And then we have, it depends on a room or hotel size, we have a food and beverage, we have a conference, and we have other. Usually the conference is part of F&B, but because it maybe require different approach to the budgeting, I have decided for small properties to keep it separately, to see if your restaurant, which is open for a public, is doing a different business than your conference, which is more related to, let's say, proactive approach to the market. And then we have other revenue, which may be your wellness. The rest of the hotel, which is not generating any revenue and it's simply consuming just whatever we have been making in that operating department. So these departments are only costing, are non-operating departments. So it's administration in general. So our GM, his assistant, for example, our sales and marketing department, including all the costs, our property and maintenance. And there are some other little small parts, but these are the departments, okay? So in the hotel, we have rooms division, F&B division. In bigger hotels, we have a conference and we have a spa facilities. And because I was doing also this budget template for spa hotels as well, there is going to be one template for spa as well. And then we have non-operating departments, administration in general. There's also reception. Reception belongs to the rooms division, but I mean the managers which are maybe on that administration and general level. We have a sales and marketing, and we have a property and maintenance department. And the structure of the way how it is being put into the profit and loss statement is always first revenue on the top minus cost of goods sale. Cost of goods sale is our direct cost, whatever we need to spend, let's say food, in order to deliver the product. Then we have wages and salaries, the bonuses, and then we have a costs in that department. So it means, as you see this, every single department has own revenue, own cost of sales, has own bonuses, wages, and salaries, and has own costs. And we are not allowed, let's say, it's recommended not to do so. It is not allowed to mix the costs from one department to another, because we would like to simply understand how is each department doing, and if it really makes sense to operate the department as we are operating it right now. Because you may end up with giving a restaurant to the third party, giving your spa to third party. There is a lot of things you need to understand, and therefore revenue and associated cost needs to be always on a departmental level. If you have a look on the left-hand side, you will see first revenue, then you see departmental expenses, and then you see undistributed operating expenses. Then our operating departments, rooms, food and beverage, other our operated departments, and miscellaneous income. There is a categorization, which cost and which revenue belongs where. You're gonna get full access to what is belonging where in order to make it simply happen. Then we have undistributed operating expenses, administration general, we have sales and marketing, we have property and maintenance, and we have utilities. Utilities is energy, water, waste management. If you take operational department and you deduct minus undistributed operating expenses, you are coming to the gross operating profit. And the gross operating profit means what is left after you paid all your expenses related to operating a hotel. Nothing more, nothing less. So you have your rooms, you have spent money for the laundry, there's minus laundry, minus your marketing cost, your commission, credit card fees, your repairs in the room, your GM costs, your energy, your water, and you are coming to the GOP. That's it. That's it. Whatever is not related to the operating a hotel is non-operating income and expenses. This is the, let's say, the past part is additional income, which is not related from operating a hotel. For example, your interest rate, you have been very successful. You have been making a lot of money. It's sitting in a bank and you are collecting your interest rate. It has nothing to do with operating a hotel. And it is your income, which is financial and has nothing to do with operating. It is a rent, because the rent usually you have to pay no matter if the hotel is working or not. Then you have your taxes, and then you have your insurance related to the non-operating, let's say insurance of the building, for example. So you're gonna take whatever is left after you paid all your operating expenses, you deduct the rest, non-operating, and then you are coming to EBITDA. Earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. If you feel like you don't understand what depreciation and amortization is, let me know in a Skoll community, or eventually use Google. It will help you. If you would like to understand it towards the hotel business, just let me know and I will be happy to explain you further.